Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. They're facing a third down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Rides the back on the option. The give.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. On the ground, it's Edwards. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. On the move. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll keep it on the sneak. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Wants to throw. It's Peterson. He's got it. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give on the counter. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed near the marker. It's Moore. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The give to the single back. Makes it past the marker. He's into the open down the middle. He's in the 10. No one's going to get it. Touchdown.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Peterson. Looking deep. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wants to go up top on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Got his man downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Using his legs, it's Edwards. He breaks a tackle and makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to pass, it's Peterson. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. Run to the right. Past the 20. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Going to the running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Facing a third down and short from the 26. He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 35. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Peterson. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Moore. And he gets it up to the 36, it'll be a 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here comes the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. Handoff to the single running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it inside the 25. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, it's Peterson. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabs it in the middle. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Richmond. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. Got room at the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few 1st downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the 1st down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Richmond. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The run from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Looking for space. It's Edwards. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got a man. It's Ross. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Quickly complete. Quick with the spin move. Breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. And I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Finds a spot in the middle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tempo and overdrive. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Got his man. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looking downfield very late in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to get outside. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knocked him down for a loss. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. A strike downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Wide open downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Come on, quarterback. You cannot take a sack holding on to the football that long. That quarterback had it for at least 5 seconds on that play. At that point, if no one's open, throw it away or take off running. But you cannot take a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that wide receiver screen. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll try the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Off the play fake on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? He's able to find his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now this offense will take the field again. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. too. Finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion sets him up on second down. Hauls it in. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. To the air on second down. Complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they breathe down at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's more. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Richmond. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quickly to the tight end. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They boot it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 1st and goal for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. Got his man down the middle. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Under fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's flat. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And this is a tough spot for QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the defense.
Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give to the tailback. Still on his feet. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Go straight ahead. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his target down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
2nd down.
They'll try to pop the draw. Nice move to keep running. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Oh, the sweet feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. That's got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback brought up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Morris. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. The give as they work on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Using his feet.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll line up for a second down play. The receiver on the jet sweep. Gets it past the marker. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
This defense is in for a long day because they're not going to have to only play with great awareness and eye discipline. They're going to have to be willing to run sideline to sideline and have to try to shut down receivers like that on jet sweeps.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Got it behind the line. It's Clapp. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. A shot toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.